गुड मॉर्निंग एंड नमस्कार। मैं हूं आलोक सतपथी और आप देख रहे हैं मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल द फिफ्थ क्वाड्रेंट। द फिफ्थ क्वाड्रेंट में लेकर आया हूं आपका प्रोग्राम फिलोसॉफिकली योर्स। और आप जानते हैं कि फिलोसॉफिकली योर्स में आलोक सतपथी बोलता है, और जब आलोक सतपथी बोलता है तो आलोक सतपथी तोलता है। आज तुलेगा ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, या जिसको हम बोलते हैं टीचिंग थ्रू वर्चुअल मोड। Teaching through virtual mode is not something that was not there in our country. It was there, but it was mostly popularly known as either distance education or correspondence courses. So many universities were offering degrees and certificate courses on the basis of distance learning or through correspondence. But when the pandemic prevailed over our entire lifestyle, including the education system, then the educationists, the academic administrators, and the policymakers, they decided that the regular teaching in schools, colleges, universities, and even in technical institutions will be offered online so that the students do not waste an academic year. There were discussions like people were thinking that 1 year may be declared a zero academic year, and the students will simply sit at home and do something on their own because they cannot go out because of the pandemic. But that didn't work. I mean, that was not implemented. The online classes, including online evaluation system, were implemented in colleges, universities, technical institutions, and even in nursery classes of schools. And when this was implemented, the policymakers might have thought, I mean, that's how I perceive it, might have thought that okay, this corona will prevail for will be there for 6 months or 8 months or at best 1 year, and then things will come back to normal as usual. But the destiny had something in its store, and that didn't happen in a time span of 6 months or 8 months. So one full year 2021 was lost in the name of corona as far as the academics of the students are concerned. And even after 21, when the second wave came, then also the online classes still continued because offline classes could not be conducted for many schools and colleges and universities. And there are still cases in certain states of the country, and the fear of corona is still there, and there are administrative and technical compulsions because of which the offline classes have not started as vigorously as it was before. So this is a time when we should evaluate, we should review what we gained by adopting this online classes system and how much we lost or how much we are losing. So let's open this discussion on this topic, that online classes is really a boon or a bane. The online classes, as I told, have been going on for quite some time, and even in technical institutions the teachers are teaching them online, which is very funny. Like, okay, some theories can be effectively taught, some mathematics can be effectively taught, that's fine. But as when it comes to the actual laboratory activities, actual project activities, actual offhand activities, it is not possible in the virtual mode. And these people who are in the professional courses, who are in the technical courses, who are in the studying medicines, they cannot be taught. They need to be trained offhand. They need to be trained quite in the offline mode. They need to be in contact with the laboratory equipments, with the laboratory staff, with the project, with the materials they are supposed to handle, and it is not actually possible, it is not actually effective to impart them technical education even for the laboratory courses. But in spite of that, online education is still going on in technical institutions. Coming to schools, schools are actually a ground, or you can say when a child comes out of the lap of his or her mother, then he encounters friends in the schools. That's a platform for the child to mingle with other children, children from other walks of life, children from the neighbors, children from the other parts of the towns or the village. So that itself is a social training which is missing. Interaction with the friends, and learning the etiquettes, how to wish a teacher, how to say share your tiffin with children. All these things are social training that is very much missing. So in school educations, online classes are making them like kind of okay. We are not losing in terms of an academic year, but we are losing on many front. If you see their interaction with the society, if you see their exposure outside beyond the four walls of the house, if you see their social training in terms of learning etiquettes, in terms of working in a team, in terms of mixing with other children or other classmates, so a lot of things are being missed by the children in their childhood, which are the like you say this is the time they should learn things. So also in institutions of higher learning, the research students, how can you think of a research student doing research sitting at home without being exposed to labs, without being exposed to the equipments, without being exposed to the library, without being exposed? You cannot get everything online. You don't get the taste of learning by interaction, sitting over a cup of tea in the canteen. You learn a lot. Research scholars learn a lot from their colleagues, from their classmates, from their research other research fellows in the canteens and in the cafeteria and in the park while sharing a cup of tea or coffee with the friends. Those things are not present in online mode of so-called research. So these are the things that we have to think, we have to evaluate when after 1.5 years we are making a review on what we have lost and what we have gained from these online classes. I am not coming to the online evaluation. Online evaluation will be dealt with in a separate lecture, maybe in my next episode. But as far as online classes are concerned, okay, online classes, one may argue that a student is not wasting his time, his year is utilized, and the parents are also like relieved because the child is staying at home and taking classes through the laptop. There are no expenses as far as the logistic or the boarding of the student is concerned or traveling of the student is concerned. So he is sitting at home, taking food at home, and taking classes. Okay, this is fine for courses like liberal arts, like humanities, like law, like commerce, but this is certainly not, in my opinion, effective for technical courses. So there are many things, and apart from this, if you go to the technicalities, in a country like ours, where a major fraction of the population are below poverty line, and lot of school going children do not have the basic amenities of life, they cannot afford to the basic elements of a human living. How can you expect people to have uninterrupted power supply, uninterrupted internet connectivity in remote areas? Even in town, even in slums, even if you have the connectivity, you should have money to purchase data. You should have money to have a smartphone, or forget about a laptop. So there are connectivity issues, there are affordability issues, there are logistic issues. So there are many issues involved with the students of this country when you are looking at the students in a broader prospect. I mean, the students of the entire country, not the elite class or not the students who are studying in IITs or IIMs or national institutes or central universities. So there are many remote parts where there is not even electricity. So these students are deprived of education just because they lack the proper infrastructure and just because they cannot travel to the town to attend offline classes because the offline classes are not there. But the good thing is that many institutions in the country, many universities, many schools and colleges have started reopening and classes are coming back to normalcy. Let's pray God the third wave or fourth wave doesn't come in the way and things will come back to normalcy. But then this is a time we should think about that. This is a time we should evaluate this online mode which we adopted very abruptly, and it is becoming so wide and so popular day by day among many of us. We should think it is a boon or really a ban. So I welcome comments from you. Keep writing your comments in the comment box so that we can discuss it further in the next episodes. And have a good day. Thank you.